Hey everyone, welcome back to one more video that is on the client script. Okay, and welcome to our YouTube channel ServiceNow by Veda Technologies. For live sessions, feel free to reach out to our HR team and below mention number. And if you're still not subscribed our channel, subscribe it and click on the notification button so that you will be notified whenever we are uploading our videos. Daily, at least 1 or 2 videos will be applied related to the ServiceNow, and also will be uploaded the job opportunities related videos. Okay, that can be taken care of my HR team. Okay, thank you. Before that, let's switch into our topic. Today's topic is related to OnSubmit client script in the ServiceNow. OnSubmit client script. In the last video, we had discussed onload. Before that, onChange. Right? Sorry, first we had discussed onload, next we had discussed onChange. Today, OnSubmit. OnSubmit. This is the client script type. That is the third one we are going to be discussed. Okay, as everybody knows, onload means page loading, onChange means whenever the field value is changing. In the same way, it is there in the name itself. Okay. In the same way, whenever I am going to be submitted the form, this related client script will be executed, nothing more than that. Okay, whenever I am clicking on the submit button, okay, whenever we are clicking on the submit button, okay, at the time this client script will be executed, that is OnSubmit client script. Okay, this on, that is what the OnSubmit client script. Okay, and it can be acting as a validation part also. It can be act as a validation part because I tell you the use cases. Okay, use cases for OnSubmit client script we will be discussing in this video. Okay, let me quickly share you use cases. Okay, let's see the use case of it. Okay, you just observe here, just read this. Okay, use case: if a user try to submit a form without filling required fields, okay, then I need a error message by saying some message preventing the submission. Okay, it should gives you error message preventing the submission. That is what the use case of it. Next one, when a user submits a change request, okay, this is related to change management application. Okay, whenever I am submitting a change request, a confirmation pop-up appears asking, are you sure you want to submit this request before proceeding? Okay, this you can practice it from your end, and I will try to show it one of the use cases. Okay, you can comment down if you have any doubts. Let's quickly go to instance. Let me go to incident, create incident form, and next I will go to the client script as usual. Okay, you can go back to our channel and look at the client scripts, uh, client script related playlist. Click on new. Okay, and here you will be writing the use cases. Okay, so here I need to write the name, and here the UI type as usual, and we had discussed in the last video. And here I will be selecting the OnSubmit. Whenever I am going to be submitted, it will be giving you. Okay, you just see here whenever the description is empty, okay, for example it is an empty, then I need some error message, and it should be stop me to it should be stop me to create an incident. That is what the use case here. Observe here, whenever I'm going to be submitted, if description is empty, I need some error message, and also it should not allow me to create it an incident. That is what the use case here. You just see, and I will try to write the script here. Okay. For that, I should go to, first of all, I need to turn off the description related on load client script. Okay, let's quickly go to that. So here I am writing the name that is related to OnSubmit. Okay, and here should select the UI type, and the type I need to select, that is OnSubmit. You can check out my previous videos, clear explanation and what is this and all. UI type, inherited, global and active. Description, you will be writing your requirement related. Okay, here I need to write the OnSubmit related JavaScript. Okay, so this is the OnSubmit function I need to write here. What I need to write? What I need to write? If, okay, first of all, I need to get the value. What value I need to get? If description is empty, then it shouldn't me allow me to submit the form. That is what the statement. Okay, for that I will go to here and write. I need to get the value of it. What value I need to get? Description. Whether I need to check whether it is empty or not. Okay, just come here and write it. Okay, for that I will be using g form, right? G underscore form dot. So here what value you will be selecting, how to get the value, with help of the get value method. Okay, get value. This one, get value. So just mouse over it, then it will show what is related to. So field name and the string. Okay, so that right here, what is the field name of the backend value of this description? Show description. Okay, this is the one. Let's copy it, copy and go there. Okay, get value of description. Okay, this I should have to save it somewhere into one of the variable. Okay, for that I will be saving them into var description something I am giving equals to. Okay, the value whatever the output of the description, it will be saving into the variable called des. Now I need to check whether this is empty or not. For that I can use simply if condition. Okay, if okay, if it is empty, for this I can use this symbol. If it is empty, okay, if it is empty, then then I need to do something. What I need to do is ignore the disturbances. Give me a moment, I'm getting some noises. Okay, if it is the empty, then I need to give some alert message or error message. For that again I can use g underscore form, and there is a method error message, or you just see here add error message. Okay, something like this. If you are not knowing anything, what you do, you will be just trying add or error message, and you click on control plus enter. Control plus enter. Wait. See, then methods will be showing here in the backend. Okay, that is how. Now I will try to write error message. This is the method where it will be writing the error message, something like uh, description is empty. Then I should have to return false. Okay, return false. That's it. If it is, then I need to else condition. What I need to do? Else. Okay, else what I need to do? Return true. Okay, it is as much as it is very simple. You don't need to worry. Okay, I will explain you clearly what does this exactly. Okay, see here, first of all I am getting the description value. I am saving them into the one of the variable, and next I am checking if that is the description is empty. If it is empty, I need to provide some error message, description is empty. Then probably it I am stopping you to, you know, creating the incident, something like this. Then it is the false statement. Return will be false. Return means false means 0 1 would be there, right? System can understand 0 1 1 0 1 0. Okay, okay. The same way, false means it will stop to submit the form. If it is a true, else it should be the true. Okay, so whenever this empty, it should be stopping to, it will preventing to submit the form. If not, it will be submitting the form. Okay, let's me quickly save the script and see. Oh, I haven't given, I think I had given on submit. Save it, and now go to the incident. Okay, without, you just remember, without description I am going to be submit a form. Without it, so mandatory fields I will try to enter something. Here I will be selecting the caller. Okay, then I will try to clicking on the submit. So what it is giving? Without description is empty. Please enter your description. We are not going to be submit your form because the return is the false. Okay, now see, I will try to enter something here, then it will be allowing me to submit a form. Okay, now we had seen two new things. Okay, that is return true false. Okay, and add error message. And if you are not knowing anything about the, if you are not knowing anything about the function, you just click on the dot, later you write something, add, and click on in the keyboard control plus enter. Then it will show you the list of suggestions methods inside the any API. It can be g underscore form or g underscore user. That is what. Okay, if this video helps you, you can, feel free to subscribe our channel, share it with your friends, and for live sessions call us on, and below number, mention number. Thank you guys, thank you so much, and in the next video there is one more on client script that I will try to explain later. We'll try to see all the methods inside the g underscore user and g underscore form. Okay, I will try to take up the sheet and explain you with the help of the functions. Okay, thank you.